And we're ready.
All right, good morning and welcome to the Great Bend Chamber of Commerce coffee. It's Thursday morning and we're excited to see we've got an audience here in person at the Barton County Historical Society, as well as welcoming all of you who are viewing at your offices or at home. So I'm Andrea Bauer. I'm a Chamber Ambassador and I also work for USD 428. And I want to thank our greeters this morning. We had Megan Hammocky from the Great Bend Rec and Rich Baskerville from First Kansas Bank. We're going to start off this morning by introducing our host with the Barton County Historical Society. We have the president of the board, and that's Dr. Bill King.
Okay, I will try to do my speech voice instead of my patient voice. We're very happy to have you here. We have lots of space here, and that makes the Chamber Coffee much more sociable than sometimes in the cramped spaces that we're in. But we're really extremely happy to be hosting the coffee this morning. It's a privilege to be associated with the Historical Society and preserving Barton County artifacts and things of the people that have lived in Great Bend and in Barton County. I'd like to introduce my board that serves with me. First, we have Karen Naylor there in the yellow jacket, and she is the glue that keeps us all together. We have Rose Kelly. Where's Rose back there? Larry Klusner. Vernon Hayes over there. Carol Danielson and Veronica. And I'm blocking your name.
Marlene.
Marlene. Yes. Engelman?
Ernstine.
Ernstine. Okay, one of the famous names from Ellenwood, right?
Yes.
Not quite. Okay, there's Carl. Carl is
He's hiding over here.
hiding over there, and he's in charge of building and ground. And then we have a new hire, Mel Loner. And Mel's over there. He's in charge of keeping the yard looking good and things like that. So we have not had a maintenance man for actually probably almost several years. So we're expecting good things out of him. And I think he's happy to be here so he can be out on the lawnmower and instead of maybe inside doing sheetrock or something like that.
I like all that. Yeah. Good to have you. Thank you.
You bet I am.
Recently, we have hired a new director, Richard Lartz, and I would like to have him come up here and give you a little bit about himself, who he is and his background and what he might anticipate doing. So go ahead, Richard.
Good morning. I didn't know that I was going to be giving a speech, so I'm not terribly prepared. But my name is Richard Lartz. I'm very happy to have been selected to be the director of the Barton County Historical Society. I have visited the campus a couple of times. I think they have some really amazing, not only objects in their collection, but some great buildings on their grounds that are just waiting for you to come and visit. I look forward to working with the volunteers and the board and staff here. Try and up our public presence, get more people to come out here and see the amazing things that this organization has to offer. A little bit about myself. I got my master's degree in public history with certificates in museum studies and nonprofit management from the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. So I'm from Wisconsin originally, and I'm a transplant to the great state of Kansas. I originally came here for a job at the Santa Fe Trail Center in Larned, and I worked for 3.5 years. So if you get a chance, you should check out the East Gallery over there as well. And then obviously also come here, because not only are we going to be looking at ways to update and improve some of our exhibits and displays. But we're going to be working towards making more events, especially for members of our Historical Society. Again, I didn't expect it. I think I'm doing pretty good. So, again, you know, it's really great to be here, and I'm looking forward to working with everybody and being a part of this organization and the community of Barton County.
Excellent.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Richard. A longtime director, Beverly Comark, retired a couple years ago, and you know, a lot of what we have here has been under her direction. And the other thing is, we need a moment of silence and thinking about Karen Newfort, who has directed her life down here as well as for other organizations. So if we bow our heads for a few seconds. Okay, thank you all. Leslie Heisel?
Helsel.
Huh?
Helsel.
Helsel? I mean, I've been mispronouncing it in my mind all this time. Okay. She's currently she's been here for 7+ years, so she's responsible for a lot of what happens also. She's gonna take on the job of office manager and really is gonna help to get Richard to know what's happening and helping him and things like that. The other person, which I probably need to recognize, is Rita Block over there with the coffee cup. She's been a longtime member of the Historical Society, has served on the board, I think, in the past.
A volunteer.
May still be on there, right? No. Okay, I'd like to have Leslie update you with some things around here and give you where she goes, okay?
Thank you. I just wanted to talk a little bit about some things that we have coming up. There is a thing going on right now that is the Santa Fe Trail Passport Site Book. And we have them in, there's in McPherson County, Rice County, Barton County. And there's different places. We have like Ralph's Ruts, Fort Zara here at the museum. We have Buffalo Bill's Well, Cow Creek Crossing, McPherson Museum, Fuller's Ranch, different places like that. And each one of those places is going to have a box. To me, it reminds me of an ammunition box, but it's up on a post and it's got a little, and inside the box, when you open up, there's a couple baggies. In those baggies, you will find one of these if you don't already have one. And then you will find little sheets of stickers. And inside each one of these is a spot to put your sticker. And then we have a couple of these, and they're on the table if anybody wants to take them. These are pamphlets on how to take a tour. It's got the QR code on it, and it can take you on a tour on your phone or with you. And then we also have Santa Fe Trail maps, so you can kind of map it along as you're going. But on June 7th through the 11th here, we are going to have what's called Ride into History. We have a couple of ladies that are like, one of them plays Calamity Jane and one of them plays Amelia Earhart. But they are going to teach for a week from 1 to 5. And it's not just for kids. It made it sound at first for kids, but it is for older people, whoever wants to do it. And what you do, you will learn how to take the persona of that person and give, at the end of that week, on that Friday, we're going to have a night at the museum. And these people, kids, whatever, that are going to want to do it will be performing as that person. And there will be some inside, there will be some outside at our outbuildings and stuff like that. And the price of that is $50, but there is some scholarships available. And it just sounds like a wonderful time. I got to meet the two ladies. They came in and they took a look around to see what kind of ideas they could use for who could be who. It was wonderful. So if You can contact out here about it, or there is on the Santa Fe Trail website for the 200th anniversary, they do have stuff about it in there too. So just want to let everybody be aware. Thank you.
Sounds great. All right, any other questions for the Barton County Historical Society? Do we have any questions online, Leanne?
Don't see any.
What are your hours for visitors to come in and they wanted to come check out the museum or some of the outbuildings?
The hours for the museum here are 10 to 5, Tuesday through Friday. And then we have the weekends are 1 through 5, and that is staffed by volunteers. So, if they need more information, if they're coming in for any history or any research or anything like that, it's not done on the weekends. It has to be done through the week because then we're staffed fully that way. But
Sounds good. Okay.
we have all the buildings open when we're open too.
All right. Veronica?
Leslie, what kind of facilities does the museum have for people who want to have an event, like a wedding or something here?
We have our library, which is for like meetings. It's a small meeting room. We also have this area where we're all in now, and it's a conference room. We have a church, which is available for weddings, we've had people who had class reunions, and they have like a memorial service for their ones who have passed. We have picnic tables all over the place. Anybody can have a family reunion out here, and which we've had a family that's had a family reunion out here. They have it every, I think it's every 2 to 3 or 4 years or something like that. And they hire in some people to come and cook them some breakfast, but then all the rest of it, they just come around and everybody's everywhere. So, but we have places that, we have the schoolhouse, we have tractor barn, we have the transportation barn, we have the Dodge house, we have the multipurpose barn, which is very interesting for anybody. I mean, you can go back and you can see one of the oldest toasters to we don't really have any of the newer toasters, but you have the little heart-shaped racket thing that you can beat your rugs with. It's just a bunch of stuff. It is really neat because some of them rug beaters look really easy to use for something else. When you got great kids. That's Valley.
Well, it's a cool place to come out and explore.
Yes,
It's something,
it is.
no matter what your interests are, I think you can find something that piques your
Well,
curiosity,
we do
right?
have a couple things every year which we didn't get to have it this year, but we have the Pioneer Day, which is the first Wednesday of May. And we have all the third graders from USD 428 come out. We missed it this year. We missed it last year. Hopefully we'll get to do it next year. And then we have our car show the last Saturday or close to last Saturday of August. And that's also like an open house. So all the buildings are open. You get to go around and look at everything, and the car show is free. And then we usually have a vendor there for lunches. So we do a couple of big things, once in a while, or at least those two every year. So brings people out here. They get a chance to see it. And then especially the fun part about the kids is then they go home and go, Mom, you got to come out and see this. And within the next couple of days or so, they are bringing their parents out to come and see what they saw.
Or ride on that swing out there.
Oh,
That's
yes.
the popular
Well,
spot.
we
Merry-go-round. Or the merry-go-round, there you go.
Well, we had to take the swing down because
okay.
it was getting bad, but we might get another one up there. But yeah. Oh, yeah, they liked that one in the merry-go-round. You couldn't get them to go fast enough on some of them for kids.
Sounds good. Any other questions? All right. How about announcements from the group? Does anyone have anything to share?
I have an announcement.
You've got an announcement, okay?
Trevor Olson back there, in the black shirt. He is manager and part owner of the trophy stuff across the street, across the highway. And I think we might talk to him about entertaining some of his guests sometime, going through the Barton County Museum.
Yeah, that's all
Rather than
right.
just sitting around looking at each other's faces.
Yeah. they can
Thank
learn a
you for
little
coming,
about-
Trevor.
Yeah,
learn a little bit
absolutely.
about
Thank
the
you.
community.
Yeah.
All right. Did you have an announcement as well?
No.
You have one? No? Okay. All right. Well, I've got a few announcements here to share. Thursday, May 13th, that's today, we're gonna have a ribbon cutting for Move Your Mountain Counseling and Consulting. That's at the chamber office at 10:30 a.m. There's the Sports Kansas meeting happening at the Great Bend Event Center today from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And that's your opportunity to hear from Jackie Stiles. So that takes place, I believe, at 1 o'clock, and it's a free will donation. So if you want to hear what Jackie's up to, you can head on over to the event center today. Tomorrow, we'll have the Friday night bike ride with Be Well Barton County. That's from 6 to 7 p.m. and it starts at the courthouse square. There's the comedy night at the Crest at 6:30 p.m. and I think you can still get tickets for that. Barton County Community College's 51st annual commencement will take place tomorrow night at the Barton Gymnasium at 7 p.m. and that is a ticketed event, so it's meant for graduates and their families, but you can watch it online as well. Monday the 17th is Kindle's Coffee. That's from 5:15 to 6:15 p.m. at the Great Bend Event Center, so it's an evening coffee. City Council meeting 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. and that will be back at City Hall, or are they still at the Event Center?
I think they're at City Hall.
Check with them. The Barton County Commission meeting is Monday morning at 9 a.m. Tuesday, May 18th, the Central Kansas Partnership meeting will be at the Barton County Courthouse at 11 a.m. Open Book Club, Barn 8 is from 7 to 8 p.m. at the Great Bend Public Library. Wednesday, May 19th is Money Conversations Across Generations from 3 to 4 p.m. That's contact Chris Sundahl with Edward Jones to register for that. And then next Thursday is our next coffee, which will also be in person. This will be at the Great Bend Event Center, hosted by the city as well as the Convention and Visitors Bureau. And they're going to be celebrating some of the renovations and the expansion of some of their offerings down there. So that is again in person at 9 a.m. and the program will begin at 9:30. There's no other announcements. Oh,
Just a
James
shout
got
out.
one. Come on over here so they can hear you on here too.
Okay. Well, just wanted to remind everybody, Dry Lake Brewing opened last weekend and it was a fantastic opening. And I believe that Wheatland Cafe will be their food vendor this weekend. Today is Bring Your Own Food. And so they open at 3. And that's a great time. At lunch tomorrow, I think, is Bring Your Own Food. Gambino's will actually order or deliver a pizza that you've ordered if you and some friends want to get together and have lunch there. But just a shout out to another one of our new businesses that have opened, and it's a great vibe. If you haven't had a chance to, go there, it's just a great vibe. And you don't have to drink beer, but I'm just saying, you might want to try some of those. There's a few people here, I'm looking around, that have tried a little bit of it. So anyway, just wanted to throw that out.
That's a good reminder. Yeah, and if you've been hungry for Wheatland Cafe, this is your chance. They'll serve it to you at your table here in Great Bend. So it's kind of a cool opportunity. All right, with that, we'll do some door prizes. Do you guys have some tickets for us?
Yeah.
Leslie, you have to tell us what's up for grabs today. This is the benefit of coming to the Chamber Coffee in person, is the opportunity to win door prizes.
Okay.
Oh, these are so cool. I love these sacks.
We have a couple of them is books, 2 different books we have. And then the other one will be a year membership with the museum. And you just need to tell me if it's going to be a single or a family. And then we'll get your information and everything to figure that out. So.
And delivered to you.
Yes, you get 2
Kansas flour bags.
Kansas flour bags. You
That's
get
pretty
the
cool.
white one, and then you get the big 5-pound.
That's so cool.
And membership's pretty affordable anyway.
Yes,
Right.
memberships out here are for single is $20 and for a family is $30. And then we have the contributors, which is $100, and to buy a lifetime membership it is $1,000. That's the only big boost we have, but you're here forever.
Wonderful.
And I'm sure they would sell you a membership, right?
Oh yeah,
Anytime.
anytime. We have some
Office
membership
hours?
cards over there that you just need to fill out the information. Anytime we're here, we'll give you a membership, just whenever you want one.
Okay, sounds good. Well, we've got 3 prizes. You
I'm
can
gonna
draw
let
it here.
I'm gonna let him draw. And I'll hand out.
Okay, we just need the last 3 digits off of there.
693.
There we go.
693.
Hey, it's becoming a regular thing.
Thank you.
Six, eight, one.
One more here. I think this is the one that has the membership.
Yes, it is.
Right?
Yeah.
You missed it.
696.
Bingo.
Hey.
All right, well, thank you all for coming today. I'm sure they'd be happy to have you browse around, but we'll see you next week at the Event Center.
One more thing, both the city and the county likes to know how many people we serve. So if you would take the time, and Karen, can you get the list of visitors sheet up so that they can sign it, please?
I took count.
We just took a count.
Did it already?
Yeah.
Took a count, okay. Okay,
All right, we'll see you next week.
thank you all for coming.
Everybody.
Okay.
And